Welcome to Survival Island, an abandoned island where contestants compete to be the last ones standing. They have only one goal: be the last to survive, in order to win over $1,000 worth of prizes.
Shut up! You're not here!
Oh, fuck.
Me running!
They're pissed and I don't care because I'm hungry.
There's a very large storm headed this way.
These all got killed off in a hurricane.
Huh? We're all gonna need a tetanus shot.
I'm gonna make them pick between money and each other, so I'm gonna offer the boat ride.
I feel quite weak, like even just standing.
I don't know if we're gonna make it through the night though.
I just want to make it to the end.
My name is Molly. I'm a nurse from South Florida. I don't really know what to expect or why I'm even filming this, but when your best friend says, let's go on a tropical vacation, you just say yes. You just say yes. So I don't know what's going on, but I'm trying to keep an open mind and be down for anything.
Hey everyone, my name's Andrew. I'm from Maine. Thought I was going on vacation tomorrow. Turns out I'm getting tricked into staying on an island in a hammock, which is not my style, so not sure how this is gonna go, but I guess we'll see.
What's up, guys? I'm Fuller. I live in Wisconsin. I work as a deputy sheriff for rural sheriff's office here. I get to do a lot of fun stuff with them. I'm a SWAT operator. I'm a drone pilot. I do boat patrol, search and rescue. As far as why I wanted to be a part of survival games, I think it's fun and exciting to kind of push yourself and see where your limits are. I try to take every opportunity that I can, and I think a lot of fun and exciting parts of life come from living on the edge.
Hi, my name is Willie. I'm 31 years old. I'm from Wisconsin, and I'm an industrial designer.
My name is Jeremiah Euclid. I'm 29 years old. I'm a welder fabricator. 3 to 4 words that would describe me would be patient, adventurous, technically savvy, or hands-on. I like to build stuff, and not really sure what else.
Hello, I am Bryce Baker. I am a caddy in South Florida. I'm from Grand Rapids, Michigan. Describe myself in 3 to 4 words: loyal, authentic, funny. Hate describing myself in 4 words. Reason for doing this: my cousin Jason died recently, and I had a lot of future plans with him and everything he truly meant to me. So I'm going in his name. I want to do it for him.
Welcome to Survival Island. As you all know, what's on the line is over $1,000 in cash. Throughout the week, this could be depleted by some of you by making choices that make this a shrinking pot. However, whatever remains will go to the remaining participants on day 7. If there are 7 of you, it's divided by 7. If there is 1 of you, you take the entire case of money. There will be 3 rules. There is no murder, there is no stealing, and there is no intentional sabotage or malicious intent. You'll see in front of you that there are some things that will make it a little more comfortable. But for 7 people, this isn't enough food to last a week. You'll be responsible for getting all of your own protein. All of you have is your own personal clothing and your own personal dive gear. The game we're gonna play is simply dice. You have 2 dice. A 7, or any combination adding up to 7, allows you to select any item. There are no rules on which items you can select. The strategy begins right now. You may roll. 6, nothing. 7. There it is. You may be our first to choose an item. Interesting choice. So at this point, you can do any trading, any bartering, any negotiating. You can go up and set up your camps. You can set up together. You can set up solo, spread out, alliances, partnerships, solo, do whatever you want. You're on your own. We'll meet back here in a few hours, and Captain Chris will take you out and teach you how to gather, open, clean, and prepare comp. Let the survival games begin.
How do I click start?
That one.
Oh, it was starting.
I'll tell you when there's a red line. Oh, it's already recording.
So what do you have to say?
First day.
We got water. Where are your other two guys?
We have formed an
We're gonna
alliance.
trade up some.
I think this will work out just fine. But all of us have different things that will help us.
I got 2 sets of knives and fire starters. Wow, and 2 headlamps. I also got sleeping gear and a spear that I realized I left behind. We might have been creating an alliance between Parker and Willie and myself, and Willie got water.
We were, fortunate enough that Willie picked water in the beginning, so we at least could con some of that from him, because we took knives, so Willie didn't have a knife. So basically, join our team. We'll give you a knife, you give us some water.
I think we definitely had the advantage over a lot of other people.
This is our team. We are going to try to set up some hammocks on this side, away from all of them over there. Check me and Molly out. We have all of this stuff.
First, I just want to know what's in our tackle
Ooh,
box.
baby!
We gotta make 2 trips because we got so much stuff.
Yeah, so much.
This is not too bad.
This is decent. It's high enough that we shouldn't have water issues. This should be hopefully protected by the wind too if it's coming from the south.
Willie's got a soda crate back there.
Loosen that up anyway,
Stephanie, so what was your logic on me having the bottom bunk?
Well, I feel like the person who weighs more should be on the bottom. Oh, what?
The enormity of that spider that was just on my hand. Hated it. Hated that spider so
Is
much.
it in my hammock?
No, he's not in your hammock, but he was definitely on your tree. But he's gone now. He frightened me, and then I think he was more scared of me, to be completely honest.
The enormity of that spider.
I don't really know what to expect this week. Honestly, I'm here for Jason, and just like trying to, just find that sense of balance after he's been gone, and petrified of the ocean, so no better way than to go diving into it and trying to survive in it, eating all the food. So I have no idea what I'm doing.
We found a spot where we can get through to the ocean side, so the seaside. So as far as stuff, everybody's dumped it because it's already a trail. So there's a bunch of useful things here. Yeah. Plus lots of opportunity of beach, shelves, rocks, lots of fishing over here.
So it's not exactly that we're sabotaging anybody else, but we found the trail that goes through and we don't want everybody else to have that advantage. So these are tough as hell. So right now the tide's coming in and we're kind of in a race against time to get all of our gear moved to the campsite that we've picked out. And we are quite a ways away from where all of our gear is.
If our bedding gets wet, we are screwed.
Yeah, it's more of a case of we're gonna be trudging through the water trying to keep everything dry.
So Andrew just put up this hammock for me, and I'm just having a grand time, taking a little slumber. But things are going good.
I think every single human is entirely different, and I think you learn that pretty quick in a survivor situation where how people are. I think it's just like it's a chance to like see everyone in a different sense of light. Already lounging, freaking.
How's everyone doing?
Molly on her hands and knees over here making a path to the middle of the camp. Stephanie's taking a freaking scooter. What in the hell?
What do you think the chances of survival of the girls are? Because I'm pretty sure
I think they're gonna have a good time.
she's looking for seashells, not food.
I'm just walking to see if I can find us anything, even though I don't know how to even catch it.
I think, with all due respect, I think Don't think they're gonna do super hot, but I know Sean had some tricks up his sleeve to try to keep them to stay, including money. Well, watching the others was, one, it was entertaining, obviously. Like, you don't have to eat for a few days and you'll be fine as long as you have a little bit of water. So seeing the other groups, day one, like chugging their water and like panicking and eating and just engorging themselves right away was entertaining.
After hours of setup, we decided to give the contestants a chance to not only experience hunting, but to also get their food for the day.
So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go after conch, lobster, and fish if you see them. If the fish is bigger than my foot pocket, shoot it, it's likely an edible fish. If you know what bass look like, anything that looks like a bass is a snapper, and those are edible fish. If you look out there right now, you're gonna see that bright blue. Anytime you see the blue or the white, that's sand. Anytime you see the darker color, that's a shell. That's where the lobsters are going to hide under, and that's where the conch will kind of set up in that sand, surrounded by those grass shells. That's where we'll start. Deal?
There?
Yep.
Yep. The pointing system of the spear with this lady. They have to catch our dinner for us. Because we have the stuff with the ingredients. Once you guys control who comes to the dinner, they have to catch everything. We don't have to exert any effort.
I was expecting a lot better fishing, that's for sure. I was like not worried at all about food, and this is actually a little more serious.
After hours of searching, none of the contestants caught any fish or lobster. And if things don't change soon, their odds of winning will wash away.
So, like the others, we found a camp. I would assume like the others, I should say. What we also did is we copied the girls, believe it or not, because girls are about comfort and guys normally aren't. I took all of the pine needles and crap. They've got these little spiky balls. They're like they're pine cones. And they really suck, really suck to step on. They're like stepping on Legos. So by hand, I obviously don't have tools, so I kind of clean up this whole area, put it into a big pile. That stuff's super flammable, so we're gonna be able to use some of that for some fire later. And now while the guys are out, we got Willie and Parker out. They are spearing. I actually don't know where they went, but I am going to try to set up everybody's camp for them. That way when they come back, I have done something to contribute. And hopefully that means I get to eat some of the food they got. So any lobster?
No lobster.
No lobster?
A lot of jellyfish.
Oh yeah, ran into a pile of jellyfish.
Like 300-400 of them. And then there was one little fish on that little stump thing,
yeah,
but he bolted quick.
That wouldn't have been big enough to
no.
Anyway. But I would say not much for fishing that direction.
So we need to keep migrating that way.
But good to learn. But I think
maybe
other side of shipwreck.
The other side. Lobster spearing did not go very well. For whatever reason, there was tons of cribs and we could not find any lobster. I think through the entire group we shot 3. No fish, no nothing. So I have resorted to snails. Yeah. So what's going on?
So the one thing I pointed out to Fuller is that rice has rice and potatoes and no means to cook it. And we have the frying pan.
Could make the potatoes in the plastic bag.
Yes, but he has no ways to prep the rice.
Interesting. Yeah, you can't really cook rice over a fire without something else.
Without putting it in something. So,
like, hey, what's the proposition? We'll let you use Our pan?
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna give it to them.
If we can use your spear?
We'll borrow a spear if they'll borrow a pan.
Okay, okay.
Are we gonna eat the rice? Like we're gonna allow you to cook it, so we're expecting to eat some of that too.
Well, that's a question. I mean, there is a lot of rice.
Me running. God.
This is just gonna be a lot of super close up.
Your ancestors would be very disappointed, Stephanie.
Bless me, thank you.
Bless you.
Brother. Here, you want me to go? Me? Ah!
We gave pointers when absolutely necessary. At the end of the day, it's still a competition. I'm here to win. You know, I was here to try to win at least. And yeah, so certain things like Bryce had come over and asked. He had asked some sort of a question about fire, starting a fire. And I said, hey, he said, is this material good for using for tinder? You're either good at starting fires or you absolutely suck. There's like no in between. And I don't understand that. And I think what a lot of people do is they get something burning and then they put logs on top. And like that never works for anybody. So we told Bryce, start small, work your way up, you know? You shouldn't be jumping from needles burning to logs. Make sure you're doing small steps, and that ended up, I guess, helping them, hopefully.
Like, give me a break. Hopefully get a fire started. Literally never started a fire starter or anything other than the 21st century, and I got a flint thing to do it with. I'm immediately bothered that I can't start a fire within 2 minutes, and I'm told it can take 20, and that bothers me.
Morning spear session went okay, not great. We're gonna head out and try to go a little further, Rocky Point, and where there's rocks, there should be lobsters, but that hasn't gone well so far. So we'll see. There's no way I walked away.
I was like, you didn't walk away. Someone took it.
Yeah.
This is not ours.
Oh.
This is one that Andrew caught.
Okay.
And he said, if you can keep that in this stone crab claw fresh, it will be community food. But we don't have anywhere to keep it fresh. We don't have like a big bucket.
So
Willie recommended that we put it in that blue crate and put it on the edge of the water. Problem is we have this thing called the tide. He's like, well, then nothing can get to it. But it's not a deep. The crate's
it's not deep enough. That conch will walk out of a crate.
Right. So I don't really know what to do.
Good luck.
Yep.
So way over there is where camp is, and now we're back to this Rocky Point. So we're gonna get geared up here and jump in and check the shoreline.
The more they hunt, the more energy they expend. If they keep failing to find food, the harder it will be to stay. Keeping one's energy is one crucial way to survive.
That is your second phase. So you start with paper,
okay.
Then you go to pine needles because they have fuel in them. Then you go to tiny sticks, and then you go to medium sticks, and then big sticks.
Okay.
So before you even start, you want to have a nice pile of every one of those media.
Okay. Chris Jones. Looks like.
Are you making you nervous?
No.
If you look closely, there's a wild rice here. Try.
Man, everyone just has something to. Where are you gonna go? You don't know how to set up your thing.
You have a fire. Get it to climb. Get it to climb there. No.
Oh my
don't
God.
bury it. Nice and calm. You see I'm holding it up?
Yep.
You want to keep doing that. Don't snuff it.
keep getting it to climb, keep feeding it this stuff.
Wow. Thank you, Bryce.
We're not out of the woods yet.
No pun intended.
Yeah.
We're not off the island yet.
Like, you know, I started my own fire, which was awesome. I really was proud of myself in that, and just the rest of the stuff. So, first time out there in that survival mode. Anyone can do it. It's just literally the mindset is the first 24 hours. So.
Ow. Good job. You did it.
We're gonna
use a leaf blower.
A lot of sand, Bryce.
A little salt bay. Can we see some of these?
I'm feeling pretty good. I'm hungry. I don't know why, because all I did was take a nap and do some swimming today. The fire is on its way to being successful, so I'm gonna use my talents in the kitchen and chop the vegetables that I got, or actually Stephanie got, rolling the dice, but we are alliance, so we're gonna be fine. I don't know if we're gonna make it through the night though.
I have prepared a dish for you. It's called Coconut Surprise. It's the scrapings of coconut meat and coconut juice. I hope you enjoy. It's delicious. I would just slurp it. It at least has coconut flavor. It's a very weird texture though. It's about all the meat you can get out of there. Don't worry, Jerry. I'll prepare you one as well.
Thank you.
That texture is interesting.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for the texture, it'd be okay.
You just come on down, do some foraging. Look at her.
Wow, that fire is firing.
More time passes, and after the failure of not getting any food in the last challenge, some contestants are feeling the effect.
I just want chicken tenders and fries and a margarita on National Margarita Day.
No, that's not eating.
Yes, my stomach is eating itself. I'm so hungry. I just want to go.
Luckily, there is more than one way to get food on Survivor Island, but it will cost them dearly.
Welcome to the market. So as you know today, some of you got, I believe you guys got some nice curbs.
Yep.
And some snails.
Yep.
And one legal conch.
Yep.
I think you guys had a lot of conch, just none of them were legal, right? With the curd lip. Yeah, so that doesn't work. Did you guys get anything else? But you still have
A nap.
Yeah, a great
We did take a nap.
You still have all of your veggies.
Yep.
You still have all of your carbs.
All the carbs.
All the carbs in the world. Do you have any food, Andrew?
I'm fine.
All right. And Andrew's got a pound or two to lose, so he's just going to wing it starving to death. So I, on the other hand, was successful in getting 3 spiny lobsters. Here they are. Mr. Regan and I will enjoy these for dinner. Or we would like to offer them up for sale. And since you couldn't bring any money, there's only one obvious solution. You may buy from the box a lobster for $200 a piece. So would anybody like to buy a lobster?
We don't have food.
Well, sure.
We have no protein.
So? You ever heard of a vegetarian?
Yeah, and I'm not one.
Did you want to buy a lobster?
Yes.
$200? So I'll remove 200 from the cake.
We're sharing.
And that will not go back in there. And I will give you the largest of
wow,
the 3
worth
since
it.
you bought first. Here you are. Congratulations. Would anyone else like to purchase?
They're not gonna help us.
I was gonna say we won't help you.
I know.
Would anybody else like to purchase a lobster?
Thank you. I would love to, but I won't. For sake of keeping a minor friendship.
Yeah.
Whatever fine thread of relationship I still have with the 3 guys in order.
I want to tell you this.
Also just don't care, because I
Before I
don't
take
need
a
it.
single dollar of that, I'll leave if I'm starving. I won't touch it.
There you go.
I won't touch it.
I felt bad, but then I realized that Willie actually wanted to stay longer. So I don't really feel bad
he
anymore.
didn't need that lobster. We needed the lobster.
So that's it? Did you want to buy another?
I'm good with this one. Me and Molly are good with this one.
I don't know, is Molly admitting that she spent $100?
I'll own it.
I'm eating lobster.
An alliance is an alliance, and I'm gonna eat this lobster.
All right, fantastic. So only one lobster is sold, so Reagan and I are very lucky fellas because we'll be eating a lobster each tonight. And just so you guys are aware, I double check. There's still well over $1,000 in the case, just so you understand. Good?
See, we're good.
Enjoy your dinner, everyone. Or not.
Well, Jerry just asked me if I was surprised at all by that, and I said no, I'm not surprised at all.
I think it's pretty
Same
selfish.
reaction.
I mean,
I thought that was the rules, no sabotage. And
At the end of the day,
I would call it sabotage. You could just eat all the veggies, and you could be good then.
They could literally eat all the vegetables tonight,
Yep.
and then be like, okay, goodbye.
Yeah. We'll eat
Is
snails.
what it is.
We'll be good. We at least have snails.
And a conch.
And a conch.
And
We do have
corn.
that conch. It'll be fine.
They're pissed and I don't care because I'm hungry.
The lightest amount of meat I've ever seen.
I was thinking of maybe offer a peace offering, giving them some of the veggies.
No, they can, okay, that's fine. They can have that, but they need to understand we're people too. We're not good like them.
That is the most selfish thing I've ever heard.
We went out for an hour and we didn't catch anything.
That's what real life looks like, realistically.
But this is not, I got roped into this, so I don't really care.
She's hungry. Okay, I realized that although I have the veggies, I have nothing to cook them on. So I need to make some sort of platform of sticks on top of the coals. Stephanie, are you gonna help me?
Yeah. They're mad at us, but you know what?
I know, you're really getting in the drama on the island here.
Well, because they're mad, and like, I didn't think it was going to be that serious.
I told you, we
I
can
didn't think this was like that serious.
While some contestants are busy second guessing their decisions, Bryce took the first steps toward peace.
Real conversation. Yeah. I'm trying to hold out as long as I can. Like if I get ravaged, but like I'm just the most like normal dude. I'm not trying to do anything. If I can hang with you guys, you show me the ropes, that would be fantastic. Yeah. If you could show me a couple things.
We don't care. We'll help anyone. So.
Sweet. Appreciate it. Well, I mean, sure. I mean, just ridiculous how quick that lobster came out right there. Like, what are we doing, folks?
I definitely have more experience than some of the other people that we were competing against, and although some of it was comical, really, to see, and like even just they have this huge bonfire going, and it's like, yeah, all you need is some coals to cook on. Like you're just blowing through wood. Like everything becomes a resource. Like I get that there's a bunch of junk on the island and there's a ton of wood, but when you don't know how long you're going to be there, everything needs to be conserved. So it was definitely a stark contrast to see them. And we could actually at points hear them yelling like down at their campsite. I'm like, dang, they're getting in arguments and like panicking about stuff.
Who's going to cook this for you if you're not going to cook it?
I'm going to cook it.
Okay, well,
I'm gonna put it on
working on this project.
No, I think I know what I do.
Oh, like
I'm gonna
skewer
stick it in the, yeah.
Perfect.
Ooh, can you? Okay,
There's
cut it
no
in
way
half.
That's gonna work.
Really? So cut it in half.
There's nothing to put it.
Oh, it's kind of too tender.
No, there's nothing to put it in.
I understand.
It's just...
All right, you guys keep working on that.
If you drop it.
It's a little dirty, yeah. Steph cooking her lobster. Steph, how's it going?
It's going good. I think I'm doing good.
How do you know when it's done?
Now we used this last year.
A little flint and steel and some fire plugs, and see what we can do.
Pull this pile out a little bit. That's kind of why I built the lean-to style. So I can just push it away. I had a push stick. I had this set aside earlier.
Easy peasy.
Do you do that little plug and just shreds up or what?
Yeah.
Pulls apart?
Yeah, you like break it and wobble it.
Oh, it's one of those. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Nice. Good technique, Mr. Handel.
Yeah, I went with a lean-to.
And I think it should work. It looks like it is creeping over.
Yep. Put that out of here, this one here. We got plenty of wood. And some tinder to add. Not worried in the slightest.
Hello, good sir.
Hello! I could really use a pan for 15 minutes to make some rice, and I know you don't have one of these.
Oh, a trade?
Either you can if you don't like that, you can just have it, and I'll just use it for like 20 minutes.
I don't care if they want to borrow the pan, that's fine.
I'll let you know it's only for, realistically, for me, so.
Okay, so you get to use the pan if we get to perpetually have access to that.
Oh, I will leave it here for you. I really appreciate that.
What did you do with the lobster head?
We have it. I dumbass, like we just tossed it, and then I was like, holy why aren't we using that for bait?
Yeah.
So we got it up on a log now as bait.
Yep.
And if we catch anything with it, if it's me that catches anything with it tomorrow morning when I first get up, everyone eats. So I don't really give a shit. Should have kept bringing something pretty big, right? What is it? Toss it in the water and then.
Yeah, you toss it in the water and there might be a fish that comes and nibbles on that.
Yeah.
But
still need something on the hook.
Still need something on the hook.
Okay.
But we could give you. I think we could put a curb on there. Maybe a fish would eat that.
Sure.
And then you gotta tend the hook. Put it on like a worm.
Yep. Put it on like a worm?
Put it on like a worm.
Do it right now, you think?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah?
And I'll just leave it out there all the time.
Sweet. And then just throw like.
Lobster near that.
Deal.
Very near.
So if we like have all the rice, you could put it in, you could put one of it like in the bag, and then make the mash.
He's not even acting like he's my fiance. He's not even like trying to sneak me anything. Like
the rice is certainly burning and getting ash in it.
When I put it, I would probably like honestly, I'd throw some of the veggies in there.
Okay, we can't throw anything in here. It's full.
Simmer down.
No, I think after, like in the bag.
Okay, well I have to try to pick this up.
Push down on the other side, maybe.
No, because look, this is getting completely burnt.
Oh yeah.
And we have to move the pan off the hot.
Hold on, I'll get it.
But sitting on this hot sand will probably cook it enough.
Probably. You're right.
You're gonna burn yourself.
No, yeah. Jason, good job.
Oh, plat. Yeah, but it's so hot. Oh, that's pretty good.
Just like my face is so.
Oh.
We're gonna lose some, but
That's okay. We honestly could afford it because it doesn't.
that was hot.
I almost just stabbed you, and I got sand on the spear.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, nice stream of urine.
Yeah, that's what we use. That's what we use for the flavor.
Extra flavor.
Stand off that into your rice again.
So amazing. I mean,
I'm starving.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Delicious undercooked rice and veggies. Carbs. Good night. Sleep tight, ladies.
So I'm here. I'm gonna give you our highs and lows. Well, mine of the day. So definitely my high was winning some lobster and getting to eat it. Yeah, we won it.
You bought it.
Well, whatever. Bought one, whatever. The lobster was mine, and me and Molly split it, and it was phenomenal. And then my low would probably be being freezing cold when I got out of the water and not having a towel. I can't ever say that I would see myself being here where I am today.
Stephanie, do you think you'll go camping again in your life?
But probably won't go camping ever again.
Milo was probably looking forward to some warm rice and then it not being cooked and had sand in it.
Oh, true.
So that was a little sad. So I am a little hungry. But I really loved swimming, and then warming up in the sun and taking a nap in my hammock was like a great feeling.
Yeah.
That was great. Okay, well,
It was a solid 7 out of 10. Maybe 6. 7. 7 out of 10.
6 or 7 out of 10. That's the level that we're on. But the lobster was also a high. Anyways, lots of highs. Good night.
Not too shabby a way to wake up, eh?
Welcome. Day 2. Mom, let me see what I look like, actually.
I know.
Oh my gosh, I look like a man. Me and Molly are just...
It's very
How'd you
warm
sleep?
out. Honestly, really good. I was warm, but I had 2 pairs of pants on and 2 long sleeve shirts. And I wrapped myself up in a little cocoon and I was great. No bugs.
Well, I'm glad she did because I didn't.
So it's day 2. Yesterday I had a pretty rough day with my snorkeling mask. I could not keep water out of it. So the boys went out this morning. I decided, you know what, I'll stay back. I'll try to do something, I guess. Not really much to do. So sat down, fell asleep, took a nap. And we had a conch sitting right on the edge of the beach. And wouldn't you know, it's gone. Conch don't run. Conch don't fly. They don't swim. They extremely slowly walk away. So either someone came by and took it, or I'm not looking hard enough.
Okay, so we found a conch on the beach and we brought it over to our spot. And then
it was stolen property.
We didn't know though because it was just in the water, sitting in the water. It was, you know,
we were very excited.
Very excited. We thought it just came to us, but
we should have known it was too good to be true. I think we got to get off this island today.
Yeah, today is going to be the day for us. I'm thinking about...
I think we're just holding everyone else back, you know?
Yeah.
Everything that'll keep us alive out here, donate it all completely to me so I'm in control of it.
We are going to donate it.
I'm the last guy on our team in it. Actually, me and Andrew, but he's leaving in the morning.
The 2 girls held their promise and transferred everything they had to Bryce. And with that, on day 2 of Survival Island, 3 of our contestants decided to leave the island.
Shit, good riddance. That's it, they're leaving us. It's probably best that you get out of the sun anyway, Andrew.
It's probably best you get out of the sun. Take some nice candid pics, brother.
Oh yeah, can we roll on this one?
Oh, I'm pushing you off.
We need to set traps.
No, I'll toss it back here.
See ya.
Kick rocks! Best decision I ever made. Because I'm going to have a hot shower, nice meal, no regrets.
I'm really hungry, got a bad sunburn, ready to sleep in a bed and take a shower. I can get another part to that.
So now it's Wisconsin crew plus Bryce.
Which is essentially the same thing.
So Jeremiah, what do we end up with here in the cooler? You know?
Ooh, I don't know. Let's check it out.
Take a peek.
Oh, toilet
okay,
paper.
right.
I love the flavor of that.
We've got some rice, some onion,
some lime juice, a bunch of rice. You already said that. And butter.
All right. We saw a stingray before, and our fish is in the water, and now he's trying to eat our fish. Look at this guy. That's our fish, buddy. See ya.
After the departure of our contestants, the remaining survivors decided to give hunting another go.
I shot one right into the wood. Probably safe to say that after 2 days of no food, well, minimal food, I'm not ready to give up, but I'm not having as much fun as I would like to be having.
Yeah, pretty low.
But we'll figure it out.
Oh my gosh. This is the first non-fish seafood I've had in 3 days. It's so good. You want some?
While Sean is enjoying his meal, the contestants finally made hunt and got themselves a fish and a crab claw.
And I think, what's the plan on the fish? We're just gonna throw them in the pan with a little.
I think we're gonna fry them up with some coconut oil.
A little coconut oil fry job. Pull his.
I tried that before.
Yeah, but now you do it. No good.
Put a knife in there and turn it inside the claw.
That looks like it's gonna pop right out. Don't lose any pieces.
Let me do this first. Nice. All of it pulled right out.
No, the other side.
Eat that.
Let me see that. Let me see that. Let's take a look at this.
Uh-oh. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I would have thought it would have been basically the same.
That's what the legs would taste like.
You guys?
Yep.
You guys?
Yeah, too.
That's for you too.
Appreciate you.
I would grab the handle, but it's full of
Okay.
I put that.
Bryce, you want to grab a piece?
Bryce, grab it on, buddy.
Okay.
It's hot, but it's manageable.
Here, dude.
Hard to grab, but that'll do.
Oh wow.
What do you think, Bryce? How was it?
Phenomenal.
How'd you like that crab?
The best I've ever had. It might have been because I'm still starving, but no, delicious.
Willie, you proud of yourself for shooting all this stuff?
I am. I wish I would have shot more though.
Maybe tomorrow. I'm not super hopeful. We're gonna try the other side of the island and see what happens. Catch you in the morning. Day 3, Bryce. Good morning. Hopefully I don't look as bad as I feel here on the morning of day 3. Scenery's good though. Last night's just such a weird temperature for sleeping because I was either cold or sweating and like couldn't find a happy medium there. And also my back is fried. I've been diving without a shirt or wetsuit top or anything like that. So the whole time I'm in the water, I'm just cooking my back, which was painful last night. So today I need to leave a shirt on and hope for the best.
So I slept last night, and then I woke up to this. My burn is really bad too right now. Yeah. Super cool.
The contestants may have been greeted with a rising sun, but little did they know that a storm was brewing.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Morning.
How you feeling on day 3?
Good.
Good?
Not bad.
Good.
Not bad.
So, I have an interesting challenge for you today. As promised, it would be some games involved. This one is not on me. There's a very large storm headed this way. They're talking up to 3 inches and 14 to 16 hours of 40-mile-an-hour winds and rain.
That's a long storm.
We're hunkering down for a bit.
You've looked around and there's some nice rock formations, but I don't see any caves.
No.
So I think your only option is to make the best of what you've got, survive. Remember that rain brings blessings as well, so think about that. But you won't be going anywhere in the next day and a half, most likely with the rain. But we have hidden 20 coconuts on this 300-acre island. They are not super hidden. One of the most common ways to find a good coconut is it will actually wash up to the high tide line in a storm. And you may actually find some from the pending storm. But we've added to that, so look in those general locations, but it is somewhere on 300 acres. Those will be a source for food, and those will also be a source for water. And each coconut, I believe, is nearly a pint or something of water. I'm no expert, you are. So my advice to you guys for today, because you know the storm is coming around lunch. You've got a few hours to prepare. The Bahamian traditional food here is the conch. It's the easiest to find. You found a couple already. Yep. I would spend your morning looking for corn because you've got to save energy, and if you can get any kind of protein, any kind of food for after the storm, this is your one chance. Good? Any questions?
No questions. Where are the coconuts?
This is going to be my first major storm, tropical storm for staying. So when we started seeing the radar and I had to go talk to the campers, I could see in Bryce's eyes that this might be the thing that tipped him over.
So I'm thinking, so they haven't sat through a storm like this before either, and honestly with my body fat, if I get wet and can't get dried just like they're worried about, and it's a 12-hour storm, I don't think I'm going to be in a good position to actually get out of that. I don't think it could turn sour quick. So we are going to head back to the house today.
Fire ready, we're gonna make some mashed potatoes and corn, and then hopefully go find some con, and then hunker down for the storm, I suppose.
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
Fellas,
Nice.
what's going on here? Wonderful, actually. But your boy's gonna call it quits on this one. I have absolutely enjoyed the experience. I'm not entirely ready for what is coming my way, and
It could
and
be
I'm
alright.
so unprepared. It's like I think that's more so that I don't know what to expect is horrifying to me because I like being prepared and stuff. And I think eventually I can stay out here for a storm, but I just do not feel it in me today.
Fair enough.
Well, hey, we'll take anything that you'll give us,
Anything
and
you want to leave behind.
Everything is yours now.
and we'll make it happen.
Everything is yours. Keep going. Honestly, like if I pray I'm on that boat tomorrow, I'll come out here. Like it'll be impressive to see you guys still standing. Honestly.
Hopefully, we're still vertical.
Yes,
not
vertical.
horizontal.
Well, we could still be horizontal in our hammocks.
That's true. We might just be.
Yeah, we could just still be sleeping or hunkering down.
No, you guys are great dudes. Honestly, thanks for everything. Honestly, I wish I asked for help sooner. I honestly just thought you guys were kind of your own crew, and like I get that. And no, I think that first night was hilarious, but at the same time, it was like you kind of want something more out of that than.
No, we're happy to have you join us and teach you a few things. And
We appreciate the good times and the good conversation.
Appreciate you guys, honestly, single-handedly best experience I've ever had. We're not done. I'm gonna probably come out here every single day still and do all the same stuff. Just this storm, I'm not willing to sit through this. If I get wet with my body fat, it could get bad, and Sean and the other guys are even worried, so they've been doing it forever. So I'm passing on, but this place is incredible. Sayonara. Have fun during the big great storm. I was not mad. Godspeed, fellas.
I don't want to say people leaving is a good thing, but we do get gifts when that happens.
extra resources that go a long way.
So we're gonna try to string this up somewhere, possibly here. Give us some cover and get some water.
We shouldn't really have to go get anything today. If we just hunker down and don't burn calories, we'll probably be just fine until tomorrow. And then hopefully find another fish and a half tomorrow.
Fish and a half.
A fish and a half.
So on this side I've got a log rolled up in my tarp that's propped up. So this should hopefully collect a bunch of rainwater and then funnel it all down to this point. I wish it was a little higher off the ground, because I could funnel it like right into a jug. Still gotta figure that part out, but I don't want it so high that it's a pain to take down if I need to go in. Right now I can just pick this up and throw it on the ground and I can be in there and out of the rain. Say that again?
I said, I got some rope here, and if we get some conch today, hopefully we can knock a hole in the shell and then feed this through and kind of keep them on a stringer so they don't wander off and
Sure.
save them for tomorrow, because we won't have time to clean and cook them before that storm rolls in.
Fun snails.
It's like your little pet.
Just taking them for a walk.
Just dragging our snails. The plans are rapidly changing, I would say, on the island, because every time we make a plan, we then come up with a new plan. So I think we're gonna try to go for something super easy. There should be some conch out there. We'll get those. Don't know if that's gonna happen today for eating, but with the weather coming in, we're gonna try to make, we haven't used any of our corn or anything like that, so we got some mashed potatoes from when the girls left. We'll make that so we can have a decent hot lunch, be full, because then it sounds like we might just be sitting in hammocks for a while.
Keep your eyes open.
All right, well, maybe we try in some of these kind of grassy spots then and work our way
back to camp.
back. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're at low tide now, so since it is cold and the water is freezing today, kind of hoping that we don't have to dive. Might be some wishful thinking, but we'll give it a shot. Willie and I are in two separate lines, so we can kind of walk this beach and see if we see anything. I thought this was one, but it is. Oh, maybe it is. This guy's kind of full of junk. Oh yeah. Yes, dude, this guy was hard to see. He was half buried, camouflaged in here. Yeah, he's in there. Oh, I got tricked. Thought that was one there, but that's just like a sea biscuit. Also, I don't know what these are. I don't know if you can see it on camera with the ripples, but it looks like a brain. But they're all over the place.
Heyo! Got one. You can literally see its trail, Fuller. You can literally see its trail of where it had walked through the sand. All right, we got ourselves a conch. All right, we're gonna try and knock a hole in the shell so we can string it together, keep them together, and we'll be able to keep them overnight through the storm.
Yeah. Nope.
That did not work.
Nope. Maybe you're gonna have to try the pointy part just to get a little piece in there.
Or we might have to try it with some support under it.
Yeah.
Like on shore.
I am going to head to the other side of the island where the miracle coconuts have been placed. Still nothing. I'm almost to the end. I haven't found a single one. That seems like it's gonna be pretty nasty. Oh, damn it. The guys are still walking, but they're so far behind me. Why are the homeboys way back there? I'm a little frustrated because I want to give them the benefit of the doubt that they're actually finding something in the woods. And I just really hope they're not dicking around. So do I turn around and go back and hopefully they found a bunch? Let's see. You guys find them?
No.
So while he's doing that, these are the coconuts that we found over on the other side that were washed up. Our goal here is to kind of soften the outside. Yeah, it's working. Enough that we can peel it back to get at the actual coconut inside the fruit. I think you're gonna have to give her a little more whack-a-mole.
We got something going. I'll see what I can do here and then I'll get back to it.
Fucking
Oh, keep going. You were right there.
Yeah, I really like
keep
what
going.
that was.
Yeah.
And push
That
into it.
stick right-
Push in.
yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Make sure you use your hips, Jerry.
Did you really?
What, quarter-inch thick?
No.
Oh, like super thick.
I don't remember that.
Because this will be rock hard.
Yeah, ours was soft. So.
Yeah. I don't know what it doesn't. Yeah, I can't
Why
describe that
don't we
smell.
pour it into one of the other coconuts? Watch out for the stink.
All right, this is nice. Look at all the meat in there. Funky color, guys. Yeah. Our coconut adventure was unsuccessful, at least for the planted coconuts as part of the challenge. We did find 3 possibly decent coconuts that legitimately did just wash up on shore. So we'll open those up at some point, but I'm okay on food, but I am tired. And I want to take a nap right now, but I know the storm's coming and I'm gonna have nothing to do but nap. So I'm trying to stay awake, but I'm slow moving at this point. And I am, like I said, I'm tired.
So we're probably minutes up to an hour away from the big storm. I've just identified that my camp is 100% set up underneath a poisonwood tree. I thought it could be, I didn't see the berries. I just now finally had a chance to use my plant identifier, check it out. It is absolutely a poisonwood. So I'm gonna scramble and try to move my tent rather than collect water from under a poisonwood, which I'm sure is a terrible idea. And I am actually tied to it, so luckily I've not broken out yet, but that can be really bad. It's like poison, ochre poison, sumac. I'm gonna quickly try to move to this tree and get myself set up here and then use these tie-offs on the side. It should still be good, but it'll get me off of that. It'll also get me off of, I've got a little issue with this tree being in the way, messing up my rain tarp, and I'm worried it's gonna let water in the end. So I'm gonna scramble, see if I can get this set up before the rain starts. Chris left me 1 banana. I've put butter, made a fire right here by my tent. Made a little fire, got some coals going, and I put some butter and the banana in a pot, and I'm trying to caramelize the banana. We'll see how it goes. So if you guys are wondering why I'm sitting here eating a banana, and earlier I had a potato and onion, that is literally all the food I've had today. We've been having a hard time finding legal fish. We've found plenty of small Nassau groupers, but that season's currently closed. As you saw, we got that stone crab yesterday, but you can only take 1 claw, so we released that crab. There's been several things. I mean, there's sharks going back and forth on the beach, stingrays, all the things that, if this was a true survival, we could easily take those animals and stay alive. But since we gotta follow the laws, we gotta follow the Bahamian fishery. So by letting all of that stuff go, we allow ourselves to have a couple items. That's why the other team also has the rice and potatoes and the corn that they have. However, coming to the end, we only got a few days left, so a lot of that's going to change tomorrow. There you have it, some caramelized bananas. I am so excited to eat these. Oh, that's so good. I'm just gonna sit here and slowly enjoy these while we wait out this storm, and I'll see you guys in the morning.
Do not have that lamp, but I'm gonna see. Oh, that's not too bad actually. We have been sitting here waiting for this storm and also drinking water because we were planning on collecting several gallons, and it sprinkled. So maybe in the middle of the night, and then we're gonna have to get up in the middle of the night to get water. But as of now, it got a little bit windy and it sprinkled. That's it. I don't know what time it is, but the sun is clearly going down. It's getting dark out, and there has been no storm. I would say there's no storm. So we'll sit by the fire and wait for something to happen.
Wait for rain.
There is no way that we are spearing in this today. Hoping it was going to lay down enough that we could get out there. But it is ripping. I'm good. I don't know if I look good, but I'm good.
Alright, I think it's like probably 3 a.m. We're out here collecting drinking water in the storm. Winds are pretty up there. Waves are crashing hard on the beach. But we're almost out of water and need to drink. So we gotta be out here.
I'm concerned that the jet ski is going to get swamped because it's getting hit from the side. I think it's full of water. So I've got to untie it over here and try to swing it around to get the nose into the wind. Our second line was out here on the log. Unfortunately, with high tide, it's completely buried. It also may be buried in sand. I had to go completely underwater to get the anchor. It was completely buried in sand and about 2-3 feet of water, and then the waves started crashing. My light got completely soaked. I have a feeling that it's gonna go out soon because I don't think it's waterproof. So I think I got it tied off. It should be better than it was. It's not getting swamped anymore as badly.
Morning. It's morning of day 4. As you can see behind me, the wind is brutal. What's up? And yeah, we're just gonna hunker down while some of this wind passes, because there's no point to be looking for food in the ocean. Get the shit kicked out of us. Alright, well, we got out just to kind of see what's going on. We got high tide, right? Probably get our fishing pole here out of the water. We're going to be sitting here pretty much all day. We can barely communicate to each other because of the wind. You can see Jeremiah's behind me. Fuller's over there.
You try to look at this in a positive light. My back is very sunburned, so it's burning up. But if you've heard of a Tempur-Pedic mattress, I basically have that because the cold air blowing across the bottom of my wet hammock has a really nice cooling effect on the sunburn. Yeah, just gotta look on the bright side, that's all. You guys are in luck. I think we can get out of our horizontal positions and go vertical. I don't know how people sleep in for so long because I am tired. What up, Willie? What's up? I'm tired of laying in this bed and I just want to get out and do something.
Boredom is a real, like, mental state.
Ugh. So, I was just talking to Willie that I didn't have any water for the last, like, 14 hours, so took a sip of water. I feel quite weak, like even just standing, just a little bit shaky, which is not great. But that's what we're looking at. Doesn't look too bad. Look at how littered the beach is with stuff. Last night, not only do we have a very high tide, the storm surge and waves just pushed a bunch of stuff up.
Our survivors miraculously outlasted the storm, but little did they know Sean was going to send them through a whirlwind.
It's great.
You're gonna want to pay attention.
Let her rip, baby.
What do you got for us?
As you guys can see, the sea is stirred.
Yeah, there's no way we're diving in that.
There's no way you're diving in that. You can't even walk and get conked in that. It's pure mud.
Yes.
So we're moving. We're gonna move closer to food. And to do so, you can only take what you can carry, which means we need to lighten the load. One of the ways I'm gonna lighten your load is I'm taking all of your food. I'm also only allowing you to take 2 gallons of water.
Good thing that's all we have.
Do we have 2 gallons of water? Yeah. Don't worry, we're good on that.
Sound good? And then I have one more thing for you, but I'm gonna separate you to have that conversation.
Oh boy.
We're moving. You guys need to lighten the load. You're losing all your food. You're going down to 2 gallons of water max. It's also gonna cost $300 out of the pot, unless you quit or eliminate one of the other guys. It only takes 1 vote to eliminate one of them. The 300 stays in the pot. You keep the food and you keep all the water you have.
Is that choice made right now?
by yourself. You have 10 minutes. Understood?
Understood. Yeah.
I'll be back in 10.
I have an ideal outcome in my head.
Okay. It's interesting.
Yeah. That I think makes the most sense. But I don't know if it's gonna happen. I don't think they have the same mentality. So I'm curious to see what happens.
You what?
I can't stab one of my best friends in the back. I'm not.
Well, you can also quit.
Oh, I'm not gonna quit.
So you're gonna take $300 off of them instead?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We each lose $100, no big deal.
Yeah. Willie, do you want to share your decision?
I decided to stay and not vote for anybody.
Jeremiah?
How non-confrontational of you.
Jeremiah?
My turn. I decided to stay and to not vote for anybody as well.
So you guys are voting to lose everything and just start over as a team of 3. And lose $300 from the pot. You understand that?
We made the same decision to not vote anybody.
Yes.
All right.
Fuller, did you have anything to share?
Great news. I was hoping that you would pick me so you could keep your
Oh.
And then I found out you can just pick yourself. So I'm giving you all of your food back.
Oh, so you're quitting?
Yeah, but I didn't want it to feel like quitting. I wanted you to pick me. I thought that you would be smart enough to pick me.
Oh, I literally said...
I'm slow, broken.
I literally said to myself, I'm not stabbing one of my best friends in the back.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
No.
I said everybody had a way to
That's what I was like, they're not going to pick me because you value the friendship, but I want you to pick me so that you can live.
Well, I guess that's that, huh?
That's that. Fuller, the vote will be here soon. Hopefully.
We didn't, one, as people watching are going to notice, we weren't told what these questions are. We have no idea what they are. We get separated, you get asked the question, you have to make your decision, you come together as a group, you don't get to talk, and then you basically blurt out your decision when asked. I was very surprised that Fuller left. I really thought we were all going to vote. I think it was, we were going to lose $300 out of the pot and we were going to move. And he voted himself out because he thought we were going to vote him out because he has some ailments and stuff that are kind of holding him back. But I didn't feel that way. I wanted to keep him along.
Overall, this whole thing is an amazing experience. I wish I could have stayed out there longer, but it's tough when there's other beauty to come back to too, right? Life is all about the relationships you build.
All right, it is day 4. We've relocated camp. We're on a whole new beach. Very protected from the wind in virtually every direction, but got ourselves a coconut. We drank the milk out of it, cracked it open. We're gonna eat this, get some energy in us. We cleaned our conch. We're making some ceviche out of that.
I'm in my underwear so I can get all my clothes dry.
Yeah, Jeremiah's got his clothes up. Fuller decided to vote himself off to save us our food. We appreciate him. He's a great friend. You know, I've been doing pretty good at getting fish. Fuller's a great cook. He was helping me the one day with fish by pushing the cooler around. And Jeremiah did a lot of firewood duty, collecting some coconuts, tried to collect some coconuts. Little conch ceviche in our coconut shell with some coconut meat. Got ourselves lunch. Thanks, Fuller.
Even with another contestant gone, our other contestants pushed forward and went hunting. The day was spent hunting for fish and lobster, but sadly no one had the energy to make hunt.
Good morning. It's morning of day 5. Got one more night to make it through. Eating some coconut again. Made a little bit of a mistake last night. I decided to not put my rain fly up because it traps in a lot of heat. Well, I don't know, maybe midnight-ish. A little tiny shower came. So I got out quick, threw my rain fly up. By the time I got it up, rain was done. So we didn't get any too terribly soaked. We stayed still warm, which is great. It could have been pretty catastrophic.
Good morning. Definitely starting to take a toll. It's day 5. Whole body hurts. Haven't eaten in forever, but we're still playing the game. So I'm going to make them pick between money and each other. So I'm going to offer the boat ride, but it's going to be offered at $1,000, or one of them has to quit. Because I think that's going to be the thing that pushes them over the edge.
With Sean's plan in motion, he separates both contestants.
In our time, I've been able to pick up between you two that money doesn't matter, friendship does. So I'm going to test that a little bit. As you know, the Calcutta's coming. You are going spearfishing today. If you would like Maya to join you, $1,000 will come out of the pot. If you send Maya home, you go spearfishing with me. It's safe still. In the Calcutta, you eat a nice dinner, and in 24 hours you go home with the entire pot. Not short $1,000. You cannot self-eliminate. You must vote him off the island. Do you understand?
I do understand.
Do you have any questions?
No.
You good? We'll be back in 5 minutes. As I said, I've called for the Calcutta. It's coming no matter what. That is not your decision. Your big decision is money over friends. In talking with you guys, that's going to be the trick to you two. I'm going to just put it that way.
Okay.
So you're taking the Calcutta today, and you can either keep Willie in the Calcutta and have Willie join you for dinner, or you can keep $1,000 in the pot. So if Willie stays with you, $1,000 comes out of the pot.
So if I keep Willie here,
It'll cost you $1,000 out of the pot.
1,000 leaves the pot.
Yep. Okay, I'll give you a moment to think. I'll be back.
Well, you just heard that from Sean. There's kind of some decisions to make. It's a pretty large sum of money. Sadly, we kind of made that clear to Sean that money doesn't matter. To me, at least. He knows it matters to Jeremiah. I'm guessing he gave us a different dollar amount. That being said, I think I know my choice.
Have you guys come to a conclusion? Willie, have you come to a conclusion? You think you got one? You're going to raise your hand to keep the 1,000 in the pot, which means you have sent the other survivalist home. Stand back to back, please. 1, 2, 3. Maya, is your hand raised? You raised the GoPro.
It'll be this hand.
Okay. Willie sent you home, Jeremiah.
Perfect. Because he was doing better spearing, he is just better at spearing than I am. And he's currently better off, and he was holding more energy than I was. I was doing a lot more roller coaster where he was kind of staying a little more steady. That if it came to a point where one of us had to essentially bow out, whether I had to self-eliminate or he had to eliminate me, that was the plan. So when it came time to do that last vote, I essentially didn't raise my hand, and Willie did raise his hand to eliminate me to avoid a $1,000 penalty taking the boat out. Terrible spearing. It was a good experience. I've never eaten that little in my entire life or drank that little in my entire life, and hopefully I lost some weight, I guess.
Well, it's afternoon of day 5. Got one more night to make her. Feeling pretty exhausted. I'm spelling a lot of energy. Just getting around. moving pretty slow. Thankfully I have lots of water, so we're gonna hydrate up. Hopefully that helps. Well, the Calcutta is here. This is the reason I voted Jeremiah off. I got a boat to go out and do some reef spearing and get a good catch, so.
Being the last on an island can not only drain your energy, but your spirit as well. The best Willie can do is stay occupied.
We're eating tonight!
Chris got us a couple of fish. We tried, but Willie and I were half out of it in the water. I mean, I was seeing imaginary fish all over the place. I kept seeing shadows and thinking I saw fish, and I've never had that before. I could swim at like, what, half a knot? I think you guys in the boat were laughing because we weren't even moving faster than the drift. We just have no energy. And he would go down and try to shoot a fish. Nothing would happen. He got this far from a fish sideways looking at him and then just totally missed it. And then he kept kicking his fins at the surface. He's just so tired, he's got nothing left in the tank. So I think the risk with living on bare minimum is you put yourself in an energy state that you then can't go out and fight for your food. So it's a dangerous game when you start living off of almost nothing, which is what we've been doing.
I break the antennas off first, and I push it up in the...
Oh, first, before taking the tail.
So when you take the tail off, it just stays in the head. No, break the other side.
Gotta take a little bit of the tip off, right?
Until it gets like hard enough to get in there and straight. That's not hard enough. That's why you break the wall.
How far up?
Huh? What's it up? You got about 4 inches to get up, right? Are you done with that lobster, Vic? I kind of like to toss these far away, just walking on here bare feet.
Yeah.
Step right on them.
Ah, nice. Nice trick.
That's in the salt water.
It's gonna be good eating, boys.
Meat off.
But you can see the line.
Yeah.
This knife's dull. You don't have to get the sharpen it. So once you come here like this, do the same thing here. So this line will already be cut here. So you come down, and after you get that up, you have to flip the meat and just rake it along the bone. Comes up more. You want me to do one side of one of the fish?
Sure, and then I'll do the other side.
That split. And you can take your knife.
I see that. You almost got your leg a couple times.
No. Looks like that to you, though. That's how it looks. Looks like it almost. Here. Start this way, or you can start that way. This knife's down, so it's making it harder than it's supposed to be.
And you shot the good meat.
I'll shot it. See that?
Because you don't know how to shoot him in the head.
Got him back here.
Mm-hmm.
Stand on the side so you can see. And you just rub your knife along the bone. See that?
Yep.
Try not to, don't dig in or anything like that. And try not to cut up or leave too much meat on it. Most of it is not perfect, but it works. Get a bigger knife. It's my bone knife. Release this up. And it's cut.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Most important thing is don't cut yourself. So that's how one side comes off.
Good call.
Your hand is blocking me. Flip your meat up. Put your finger. Are you cutting through the bone or? Are you good? Yeah, so keep doing that and then back. On this one knife now.
I think I only got one more bone to hit. Yep.
Good job, buddy. Alright, next up.
Alright, hopefully we got enough battery. But we got a little fire going here. Probably one of the most gorgeous sunsets ever. I'm just sitting here alone by the fire and taking that beauty in. All alone. I'm actually pretty excited about being here all alone. It's been a long time since I've done a solo camping adventure. And this one's just a little different because, you know, on an island. Don't exactly know when I'm getting picked up. It's gonna be pretty great. Just sit here and enjoy some good silence, listen to the ocean, and watch that glorious, glorious sunset.
Our contestant, Willie, has officially lasted a total of 6 days on an island. He is hours away from winning the game, but the question remains, will he be able to last the final hours alone?
Alright, it is morning of day 6. Get a decent night's sleep. It's a little warm for a bit. Sun's coming up. You can see the daylight. Gorgeous ocean right behind us. Sea of Abaco, sorry. We don't have much to really do today. Probably gonna go do some exploring of the island. We ate a little breakfast. Left the boys a message here in the sand next to the fire. Hopefully they can see that. We're gonna go out for a hike. Left that just in case they show up before I get back and they wonder where the hell is he. Check this out. Found ourselves a big old hermit crab. in a Wilk shell. Pretty neat. I was just walking the trail. I saw a movement out of the corner of my eye. And there's this guy kind of pulling back in his shell for protection because he saw me coming. Yeah, he's big. I don't know about you, but just sitting here watching the ocean crash up on this beautiful, beautiful beach. There's not much else like it in the world. Every beach is different. This, you know, setting of me being here alone, it makes it different. And just, it's beautiful. Our goal is to hike all the way down around that point. I think that's where camp is. We'll find out. We got lots of time. I'm just gonna take this slow and steady across these rocks. Very interesting little contraption of 4x4s. Not sure what it is. That is gorgeous. I love dead wood. You can make a lot of cool things with it, but it's just pretty. We might have found a dead end to where I can't hike, which sucks because we are a long, long, long ways from where we started. Well, we hiked to the end of that beach. We're out on this rocky, extremely rocky, corally point. It's beautiful, but pretty treacherous. You can see this is all insanely sharp rock. You see a lot of tiny little wilks everywhere. They get big and then we can eat them. But yeah, looks like some good spearing opportunities right over there. Even that little island bust out there. We'll get a little closer, see if we can see how deep the ocean is here, and that will tell us more about how the spearing would be. As we get closer though, these rocks get way sharper. Oh yeah, that looks like some really good spearing along this shoreline.
On the last day on the island, Sean decided to surprise Willie with a gift.
I am fairly certain that's the boat. I think they see me out here. That is great news. Oh yeah, they definitely see me. We're getting picked up. This is awesome.
Send it. Go to a beach. Yeah, buddy. Talking about. Solid. I decided we might as well have, and anybody else that want to come back, and Chris, and kind of throw a little celebration for Willie being the last man standing.
I was expecting that boat to come around the point of the island. And I just kept looking. Never got a glimpse of it. They snuck around the back side of the island. Kind of caught me off guard. So my reaction was probably a little indifferent, but it was still refreshing. It was nice. Friendly faces are always good. And then seeing all those orange shirts on that boat, it was cool.
So Mr. Willie.
Yes, sir.
I have for you an undisclosed amount of money. Would anybody like to guess what the total possible prize was?
1,500 square. 1,300.
$1 million. At one point it was up to 400,000 at the campfire. How much would you expect to be remaining?
2,800.
Willie, you have won $1,500 in cash.
Let's go.
The fun part I would like to share, especially for Stephanie's redemption, is that all of the bribes were non-existent. The amount of money was never going to change. And any decisions that you've made based on money were irrelevant.
Of course.
The entire time.
Boy, that didn't change any of my decisions.
So when the money came out for the lobster, it then went back in when I turned around the corner and headed back to my campsite. So at no point could you change the winning amount or the outcome. You were gambling with fake chips.
Should have got the other 2 lobsters.
You could have got the other 2 lobsters. For free.
For free.
Wow.
Sweet Jeremiah son.
I love not eating that night.
So you went hungry and you left the island for absolutely no reason.
Yeah, I guess so.
Nice job, Willie. So you sold your friends for nothing.
As much as I loved being on the island, I also love coming back here and cooking for everybody and making good meals. And I love seeing my friends succeed too.
Life is good. God is good.
The scenery made it all worth it.
Yeah, it was a really good experience overall. This is something that many of us have dreamt of since we were little boys, of going out and surviving in the wild.
First time out there in that survival mode. Anyone can do it. It's just literally the mindset is the first 24 hours, so I'd 100% do it again.
I hope you guys all really enjoyed season 1 of Survival Games. I know that we had a blast. I know that they had a blast. If you want an opportunity to be on one of the seasons this year, make sure you like, subscribe, and stay connected to us because we're going to give one of you an opportunity to join Survival Games.